Hello and welcome to SatTV Week. I'm Richard Hooper. Inmarsat has signed an agreement with Telemar, appointing the specialised managed satellite services provider as a value-added reseller for Global Express, serving the government market in Europe. Telemar was established in Italy in 1947 and is one of the world's leading international managed satellite service and Navcom maintenance providers, with 14 operating companies in 12 countries. Telemar serves the maritime, enterprise and government markets. In this latter sector, the company addresses the requirements of civilian ministries, navies and other armed forces. SpaceX is filing a legal challenge to the US Air Force's latest evolved expandable launch vehicle contract with United Launch Alliance, which guarantees the purchase of 36 rocket cores from ULA to be used in national security launches, and was granted to ULA on a sole source basis without any competition from other launch providers. SpaceX is seeking the right to compete for some of these same launches. According to Elon Musk, this exclusive deal unnecessarily costs US taxpayers billions of dollars and defers meaningful free competition for years to come. We are simply asking that SpaceX and any other qualified domestic launch providers be allowed to compete in the EELV program for any and all missions that they would launch. Now here is Tricia with news from Optus.
Thanks, Richard. Australian satellite provider Optus confirmed that its state-of-the-art Optus 10 satellite is scheduled for launch in late May 2014. Over the past few days, the Optus and Space Systems Loral teams have completed the final pre-shipment review. The Optus 10 satellite has also been packed and loaded onto the Antonov heavy-lift aircraft for transportation to the Arianespace launch base in French Guiana in South America. Optus has been the leading provider of satellite services across Australia and New Zealand for almost 30 years and remains the only network provider in Australia to both own and operate its own fleet of satellites. Optus 10 will be the 6th satellite launched by Arianespace for Optus. The satellite is designed to operate in KU band, FSS and BSS bands across Australia, New Zealand and Antarctic regions and will weigh about 3,200 kilograms at launch. Optus 10 will provide increased fleet resilience and significantly increase Optus fleet capacity, providing increased bandwidth to support the delivery of video, data and voice services to corporate, enterprise and government customers. The satellite is expected to have a lifespan well in excess of 15 years.
Thanks Tricia. Now in other news, O3b Network's second group of 4 satellites have begun their journey from the Thales Alenia space facility in Rome to the launch site at Kourou in French Guiana. The company's first 4 satellites, which were launched in 2013, are operating successfully in orbit. Telecom Cook Islands was the first customer to be brought up on the constellation earlier this year. Many more customers are completing testing and will be turning up commercial service before the next launch. Tests with customers have attained stunning throughput of up to 1.6 gigabits per second and round-trip latency below 150 milliseconds. Now here is Emily with news of Asia Broadcast Satellite and a special award.
Yes, Richard. Asia Broadcast Satellite received the Deal of the Year award from the Export-Import Bank of the United States. The award was presented at the bank's 39th annual conference in Washington, D.C. Exim Bank is recognizing ABS for the purchase of 3 geostationary satellites built by Space Systems, Loral and Boeing Satellite Systems, and 2 space launches provided by SpaceX. In November 2012, the bank authorized a total of $471 million in loan to support the transaction. The ABS deal marked the bank's first financing of a SpaceX launch and of a new model of Boeing satellites, the 702 SP. The satellite uses all-electric propulsion for orbiting raising. The 2 Boeing 702 SPs will launch on SpaceX Falcon 9 rockets in late 2014 and in 2015.
Thanks Emily. Space Systems Loral has been selected to provide a satellite to BRI, the oldest and most profitable bank in Indonesia. The SSL-built satellite will make BRI the first bank in the world to launch a communications satellite and will provide a dedicated platform for banking connection services for the people of Indonesia. BRI SAT is a C-band and KU-band satellite that will be positioned at 150.5 degrees east longitude, with coverage of Southeast Asia and Indonesia. It will help BRI provide secure banking communication for its over 9,800 branches, over 100,000 electronic channel outlets, and over 50 million customers across Indonesia. And finally, Communicasia is nearly upon us and there are only 6 weeks left to plan your attendance. SatTV Week will be present in Singapore and will be broadcasting from the Marina Bay Sands Convention Centre. Make sure you contact us early to book your participation in the SatTV communication coverage. Thanks for watching.